I know I've already wished you guys a Happy New Year 2 weeks ago, but this is the first official vlog post of 2019. Now, I originally had a topic of discussion this week scheduled, but that has been changed at the last minute to a much more relevant and even much more important topic. And I will get to it right now. I do see that the lighting is a little bit low, but I just want to make sure you guys can see me correctly. If you can see the hand, that would be great. Good. Can you see the bright light over here? Perfect. Okay. Now, let's get started. Today's topic is going to be about work ethic. Now, some people might have several different ways of saying how you can advance in the workplace. One would be hard work. Second would be nepotism. And third would be, well, getting into somebody's pants. But I am here to tell you today that number one, the first one, is the number one work policy. Hard work. No substitution for it. So, there have been many instances, of course, in my life. I've had a fairly short life so far. I'm 26 years old. And I had a lot of friends and a lot of people that I've known that have gotten what they've wanted and gotten the jobs they've wanted because they knew somebody. Now, it's okay if you know somebody into getting into the workplace. I can understand that. But for your advancement in a job, I would say proving yourself, i.e. hard work, is definitely the one that's going to get you further. I would not rely on just on who you know to get advancement in the company to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many steps you want to say it'll take to get to the top. I mean, you might never get to the top, but if you get a job or a career, let's just say, from somebody you know, or because of somebody you know, that's all well and good. But if you want to be able to advance in that same company, you have to be able to prove yourself. That, and that alone, is going to determine your future in that workplace, or any workplace. I mean, even if you don't know somebody, you can still get in a job or career just based on your merit and your accolades or credentials. But it is even more important to keep your work ethic and prove yourself to the employer that you could not be replaced. That is key. Nepotism, that is something that might want to be reserved for those corporate people. I'm here, living in upstate New York, where values are held to the core, and I am pointing to the core of my chest right now. You know what you can do with that nepotism? You can take it down the mountain, get on I-87 South, and continue for about 3 hours. And you can keep it there. Do not bring it up here. I know I'm from down that way originally, but it doesn't belong here. I never believed that it belongs here. I probably believed it belonged down there either. But that is something that I do believe. I know I'm using the word believe a lot, but I believe values here in upstate New York, the North Country, the Thousand Islands, Finger Lakes, whatever you want to call it, are held here to the core. Or I can say you can go down the mountain and get on I-87 North. I can have you in the car with me, take you up to Montreal, drop you off in a strange country, and hope you'll never return. I'm going to let that sink in for just a minute. Take your nepotism. Bring it that way. Bring it south. Excuse me, I'm pointing in the wrong direction. This way is south. Depending if you're seeing a mirror image. Either way. But south is south. South is south. Bring it down there. I'm going to let that sink in for a moment. I'm going to have a moment of silence. I'm just going to sit here and listen. I refuse to accept the belief that just because you know somebody, you're going to get to the top. I understand, in some senses, that is the way of the world today. But proving your worth is a lot more important than who you know. You can always prove who you know a lot easier than you can prove your worth. I mean, the third thing I talked about was prove your worth in the bedroom. That's just getting off easy. That's just getting the easy way. Taking the easy way out. Sleep with them. Because we're talking about a world that is, in a way, diverging away from hard work. People that just want to come, go on their computer, get paid, get their benefits, and not do any work. Yeah, I'm the guy's son. I'm his uncle. I'm his nephew. I'm his third cousin. Yeah. Okay. I'll hire you. I'll give you a chance. But if you don't prove your worth, I don't care who you know. Door's right over there. You're out of here. I hope that this is going to teach a lesson to some of you who may or may not be in this situation yourself. For those who are in this situation, you know who you are. I'm not watching you, but just be careful out there. And I'm going to leave you with that. So I do want you to stay tuned to the blog. We're going to have a few special anniversaries coming up, actually. Some 25th, 20th, and also a 35th anniversary of certain things. I'm not going to tell you what they are. You will have to wait for yourself. Stay tuned. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen, and good night, North Country.